Evening at the office. It's about as pleasant as regular office work, so here you go. Just with more traps and actual weapons. Don't know why it tells you that everything that sparkles contains an item, considering we've already been taught this before. It's like, yeah, we knew that already. Why are you telling us now? What are we, 14 hours in the game? 13 hours in the game? We kind of figured that out, and if we haven't been able to solve any of the puzzles. So why tell us that anyway? I don't get it. Anyway, so this is another find the keys, find weapons to kill Gray's puzzle that we kind of just experienced last week. Again. There isn't a whole lot to say, to be honest. It's just, that sign bugs me, because it's like, why would it even bother telling you, oh, and this Gray's bugged. So, yay for that. But, yeah, I really don't understand. Also, none of that injury was necessary, but there you go. That is just irritating. Most pointless room ever, actually. Why even have it? Other than waste a key. Okay, whatever. Anyway, finally find some caltrops I can use. Drop those down. Drop those down. And at this point, you don't need keys because you can just bust everything down, although you'll still find keys. So I just don't get this puzzle at all. Continue missing with a hammer to great effect. Again, why bother dropping keys when I already have the hammer? Maybe the idea is that you'll not go through a specific certain door, so you might need them, but it feels like there's a lot more keys than are actually necessary. Maybe they're just trying to cover all their bases to make sure that you actually got to it, which I suppose is fine, but I don't know. At this point, there's not much else to say. Just another minute of me killing Greys and finding items. So, I'll just let the game talk for itself. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't like the look of this place. We should go back. But she seemed to want us to follow. I'm still not sure that's a good idea. How about we come back to this place once we've completed the overworld? That sounds like a plan. Yikes. Crap ton of grays right there. Okay. Hot air balloons. Hot air balloon can only be entered by players carrying a lantern to provide hot air. While flying, the balloon moves at a quite leisurely pace. The balloon can only land in clear land spaces, but it can fly over anything. Flying enemies can still kill you while you are in a balloon, and will likely find you easy prey, but... Huh. This is definitely different. I haven't seen any flying enemies around here, so let's hope that trend continues to head low. Neener, neener, neener. Okay, good. We can just get right back into it. Ow. Killer bunnies. Dead bunny now. Volcano Maze. Jeez, even more volcano mazes. Volcano Maze. The most difficult short puzzle in the game. Because you basically have to avoid hitting all of the lava. But as difficult as it is, it's actually really easy because all you have to do is lure all these grays into the lava. And some of them are in places where if they were lured, they would just die anyway. So it's like, there's really not much challenge. I think there's one gray in here that actually gets close to hurting me. But other than that, this is a fairly easy puzzle. The hardest part is just getting around these so you don't accidentally kill yourself. Oh, and avoid being too close when the gray dies, because otherwise you get hurt. Yeah, Yeah, it's this gray actually, because he has a straight shot for me. But otherwise, he just dies right here. Injures me in the process, but what can we do? Just odd. Okay, that's 3 of 7 done, and apparently we don't keep those hot air balloons, so they clearly are intended for a single purpose only. What that purpose is, I don't know. Magma Vessel. Magma Vessel. This is the hardest puzzle I've come across yet. And I've had to do it several times. Not only is it the hardest, it's also one of the longest. Because you have to go through 3 very long, very maze-like rooms. And, yeah, it kind of speaks for itself, to be honest. It's just... your only weapon is this little cloak that I'm pretty sure they lifted from Lord of the Rings, where it hides you from all the enemies on screen. And this is important if you want to get to the weapons in order to kill the greys, because they can't see you. So I grabbed some iron sickles, have at them, and cut them all down. And because I'm out of iron sickles, I cannot, well, kill this last one. So I basically have to use the cloak whenever it gets too close, which isn't too often, admittedly. But still, big giant pain in the butt, to be honest. And I'm not a fan of this puzzle at all because of this winding mazing that can hurt or even eventually kill you. Plus you got these greys that really want to kill you, so you have to use a lot of trickery with the cloak. But as you can see, they just go back, and just not a fan of this puzzle at all. There's not much more to say. You just have to get by these greys and get as close as you can until you can finally grab the weapons. So I'm basically just going to let this puzzle explain itself, because there's not much more to talk about. I know it's a cheap cop-out for me to just stop recording my commentary, but geez, what else is there to say? I don't like this puzzle. It's not very challenging, it's just kind of annoying. Alright, only 3 more puzzles to go. Shouldn't be too hard, right? Oh boy. Ow, 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 ow. I think we found the eggs. And I'm gonna need a key to get into those eggs. So that's weird. Sweet. Health cap increase. Red life gem. So I'll take that. Apparently you can't talk to that NPC, so whatever. Gonna break your window. It's not vandalism. Apparently. Oh joy, these creepy greys. Upstairs at the Green Hotel. No objectives. Oh, this building. Oh, I hate this puzzle. I've had to do it so many times. Mostly because I just end up dying. And that just... Oh. Going back to really irritating game design, which Shattered Haven is definitely full of. And if it's not apparent, I'm kind of cranky in this episode because these puzzles are just no fun. No fun at all at this point. Because they're just annoying. I just can't think of the right word other than annoying. They're just annoying to do. They're not fun to play. They're just require a lot of repetition and avoiding of certain grades and just. I have nothing more to say for 6 minutes and 28 seconds. Or, well, I guess it's more like 5 minutes and 13 seconds because there's nothing more to say that I don't already show you. Just make sure you blow up the right doors and then you can get more bombs to blow up more doors and, well, you get the point. Yeah, I'm just... I hate this... I hate these puzzles. They're just irritating. I think that's going to be the name of this episode, is the Irritating Puzzles episode, because these are some of the most irritating in the game. Yeah, I dropped that down there for pointless use because I can't use it now because yeah, I can't talk anymore. I'm just, these puzzles frustrate me because they're just so frustrating. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the puzzle. I've got nothing more to say. It's self-explanatory. Just kill the greys and you'll have to kill at least one of the frozen greys in order to get access to an item of certain import. Once you do that, it gets slightly more difficult, but other than that, it's an exceptionally irritating puzzle. That's all I got to say about it.